Hi, this is Dale Guiducci with Reach Solar. Welcome to the team. Welcome to Reach Solar. So excited to have you come on board our team and become a setter with our company. And a setter plays an incredibly important role at Reach Solar. You are the catalyst of business in Reach Solar. We need people like you to go out and produce leads for us, homeowners that you've spoken to and have expressed an interest to see how much money they could save with solar, what the benefits of solar are. Just find out about solar. You get that utility bill from that homeowner so we can tell how much consumption they have on a monthly and yearly basis so that we can build a design specifically for their home, specifically for their needs. So we're excited to have you on board with us for sure. Now, hopefully you've already watched the first video that I put at the top of the email that I send out to new folks that come on board with Reach. And that already showed you how solar panels save people money. Like, how do solar panels work to save people money? How does investing in a solar system with no money out of your pocket start reaping benefits immediately to lower your utility bill? So hopefully you've seen that and it got you excited, because if you understand how much money you can help people save, wow, okay, now we just got to put a game plan together for you so that you understand how to go about doing that. Okay, so the first step in the game plan is to make a list of homeowners that you already know. People that you can pick up the phone, you can call them and talk to them about solar, right? So you got to make a list. Now, some of you are going to be able to make an incredibly long list, right? You already know a lot of homeowners. Maybe you're a homeowner yourself, and we'll talk about that in just a second. You're a homeowner yourself, so therefore your sort of circle of friends, they all own their own homes and so forth. Maybe you're part of some community groups, therefore you know other people in your community. Maybe you've got a large family of other people that own homes. Yes, so you want to put a list together. Don't judge the list. Oh, they'd be interested, they wouldn't be interested. Just make a list of all the homeowners you know, your neighbors, your friends, your family, people that you work with, people in organizations that you're a part of, people that were high school friends that you know on Facebook, you know they own a home. Get creative. What I always do, like when I want to let my brain work a little bit, is I find a quiet space, usually my sofa in the living room. I've got no TV going on, nothing like that, and I brainstorm. And I highly, highly, highly recommend you do that. Make that list as big as you possibly can. Now, if you do own your own home, you're a setter, you're a brand new setter with Reach Solar, you own your own home, the very best thing you can do is create a lead for yourself. Right, and you'll see in the screen, I'm going to put some graphics here that'll show you where you go inside your back office to upload a lead. Create a lead for yourself. Put in your utility bill, a nice utility bill showing a full month's worth of costs and usage, as well as a graph if your utility company has it, and most companies do, a graph of 12 months worth of kilowatt hour usage. Put that lead in. Choose the sales rep. If you don't know who to choose, choose me and I'll direct it to somebody that sells in that state. But put in your own utility bill, in your own lead, and that salesperson, it might be me, it might be somebody else, will design a system for you and actually present it to you just like they would present it to somebody that you know. And that way you're going to go, wow, okay, now I know not only how beneficial solar is, but how beneficial solar could be for me, but also how they go about presenting to homeowners. It's going to give you this knowledge base and this comfort level that is going to be absolutely incredible for you to have. So go ahead and do that for sure. If you own a home, get that utility bill in. Now, others of you are going to struggle with that a little bit, and there's two reasons for that. Maybe you legitimately don't know a lot of homeowners, number one. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the other thing is you've got a mental block, right? I don't want to call people I know about anything, right, in terms of business, okay? You got to get rid of that. I'm just telling you, hopefully in that video that you watched, you can go, wow, I am not trying to sell somebody something that's just going to cost them money. I am trying to save people tens of thousands of dollars. You've got to get through that barrier. And once you do, you will start recognizing that you do know a lot of homeowners. If you legitimately don't, because maybe you're in your early 20s and your circle of friends don't own homes, maybe you know a few people, you're parents, some of your family members, but not a lot of people, you're going to have to get creative. You're going to have to contact people through social media. You're going to have to contact people that maybe know real estate agents. And that's what I would do, is I would call people that I know that maybe they don't own their own home, but I would tell them what you're doing. I'm in the solar industry, and the reason why I'm calling you, I'm asking you, do you know anybody in real estate? Do you know anybody in the mortgage business? Do you know anybody in the home improvement business? People like that, because they can be referral sources. They can be setters for you on your team and help you get utility bills. Or maybe they can just provide you with homeowner names and numbers to call to get those utility bills. You're going to have to get a little creative as well when you're calling the people that you know that don't own homes. Ask them who they know that are homeowners, because if your parents own a home, their parents own a home. You're going to have to stretch yourself. Success doesn't come inside your comfort zone. Unfortunately, it would be wonderful if, what you were comfortable with is going to make you millions of dollars. It doesn't. You've got to stretch yourself, get outside your comfort zone, use this thing in between your ears, your mind, to get creative and accomplish the task at hand. And the task at hand is to make a list of homeowners you know. Now, in the Reach Back office that you'll find, we have a lot of different scripts, a lot of different ways, things that you can say when you call up people and ask them about, their interest in solar and so forth, right? So there's some scripts there. What I love is what Mike Fedek, our co-CEO, does when he calls people that he knows. He says, listen, I work with a solar company. We have incredible software, this new software where it's a satellite view of a home, and we can tell how much money we could potentially save that homeowner on their energy usage just from this software that we have. Now, just send me your utility bill. I'll throw it into the software and we'll see if we can save you any money. If we can, I'll call you back. If not, no big deal. So in that regard, it's exciting new software, which it is. It's exciting new software, exciting new technology that we have, that we can analyze somebody's home and see how much money that they could potentially save with solar, or the benefits of solar for sure. But it's just that simple. If we can save them money, we'll call them back. If we can't save them any money, then no harm, no foul. Use that approach. I love that approach because it's casual, right? So you want to start doing that. And I would say don't overwhelm yourself too. Like, if let's say you make a list of 50 homeowners, and most of you should be able to make a list of 50 homeowners. Really, when you get creative, you spend the time, you sit down. I'm not talking about in 5 minutes how many names you can write down. I mean, take an hour of your time. Sit on the couch or sit in a quiet place, your bedroom, wherever it is, out on the front porch, wherever suits you, right? Wherever's a nice quiet space where you can start thinking and you can start getting creative and you can start saying, well, who are some accountants that I know? Who are some real estate agents who I know? Who are other homeowners that I know? Who do I know that lives in another state that's a homeowner? Who do I know that was from high school that moved to California, or whatever? Right? You'll get it down. But once you do that, now it's time to make some calls. Okay. Now, whatever approach you decide to use, whether the one I just suggested or maybe some of the ones in the scripts that you'll find in your back office, whatever you choose to do, I would tell you this: call a couple of people. Don't call 50 people. Right? Call a couple of people and feel it out, right? Because you're going to change your approach depending on the results that you're getting. Okay. And the other thing about that is that each approach is dependent upon your relationship with the person. Calling your mom is going to be different than calling your best friend. Calling somebody that you don't really know all that well is going to be different than calling somebody that is your best friend. Each conversation is going to be a little bit different. So when you get into the conversation, you kind of feel it out. Hey, how you doing? How's it been going? If you just talked to the person yesterday because you talk to them every single day, that's different. You know how their family's doing. You know how their job is going or whatever. But somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, spend a couple of minutes and catch up with them a little bit. Don't just launch into it. Okay, and then you might say, "Hey, listen, you might say to them, well, how's things going? What are you doing for work these days?" They're going to tell you. They're going to ask you, "What are you doing?" "I just got started with a solar company." That can lead into, we got this incredible software that looks at your house from a satellite, can see how much money we can save you on your energy bill. Just send me your utility bill. If we can save you, great. If we can't, no big deal. But again, I wouldn't call, right out the gate, I wouldn't call 35 people in a day, right? It's, first of all, it's exhausting. And second of all, sometimes you need to follow up with people. They say, well, geez, I'm busy today, but I can maybe get you that utility bill on Monday. Well, you got to call on Monday, right? So you got to be organized with this. I would make a few phone calls, feel it out. If you're having some success, keep going. If you feel uncomfortable, you're not having success, stop and revisit this thing and see, just try to analyze how your approach is. So really, that's what you do as a setter. And if you think about it, you'll be able to get creative in terms of, after a while, who in my community can I talk to that already talks to a lot of homeowners? Again, the plumber, the electrician, the guy or gal that sells rain gutters or windows and doors, or gardeners or pool people or what have you. Man, those are great resources, because all they have to do is, while they're out there servicing the pool, is say to the homeowner, "Hey, geez, have you ever thought about going solar?" "Yeah, well, no, yeah, well, listen, I work with this company. I'm associated with this company. They got some incredible software. They just put your information into the software, and it says, how beneficial solar can be for your specific home. I just need a copy of your utility bill." And in that way, you can recruit the pool person to be on your team and start building volume in your team, which is highly beneficial, and you'll learn more about that in the compensation plan. So right away, you've seen the video that says, this is how solar saves people money. Now it's time for you to make your list, okay? Make your list today. Get it done and get the ball rolling to see how many utility bills you can get in your first week in the business. So we can start generating any income for you, right? Get those bills in. It'll go to a sales rep. The sales rep will do the system design, talk to you about it, and if there's a benefit there for the homeowner, they're going to say, okay, go ahead and book that appointment, and you'll get on with that sales rep and do that appointment with that person via Zoom. And who knows, you might have a sale or two in your first week, 10 days. First of all, putting a couple of grand in your pocket, which would be really cool, but giving you confidence to talk to anybody that you know at that point, because you're going, wow, this really works, right? And that's what we want. That's the success that we want you to have. So you watched the first video, you've seen this video. Don't forget to follow the other steps in the email that I sent. Get on a fast start training with Nick Odom. He's going to share with you all the resources that you have in your back office, right? So follow those steps and you will be well on your way to success with Reach Solar as a setter. And who knows, maybe someday you're going to be a builder, pro builder, because you've built a team. And if you want to sell, let us know, right? Because we are looking for salespeople. We want to bring you up through the ranks and teach you the right way. But there is opportunity for people to sell solar as well. So take good care, and we'll see you at the top.